This is a short summary of the religion of Hinduism that I've found. Now, it is much more vast and weighty in culture and understanding than I'm giving credit to. It is too broad and intricate for me to just give a quick understanding. I mean, people spend years and lifetimes studying their religion and developing their practices and meditation in order to have this, what they call not secret, but like spiritual knowledge. So I can't just be like, yeah, okay, I quickly did this and this is what it is. No, like it is I'm sure there's much more deeper understanding and I'm giving it credit. I'm just doing my best. Hi guys, welcome back. And for those who are new, my name is Dodgen, and this is the Relentless Joe, your average Joe relentlessly seeking Christ. This is the third video in the series called Truth, where I am exploring, is there any such thing as an objective truth? If there is any objective evidence towards the existence of God, and if so, which God? There's so many different expressions of people and religions claiming truth claims towards God. Yeah, for the previous videos, I will have the link in the bio, in the description, in the description. And yeah, in this video, we are exploring, in this video, we are exploring the religion of Hinduism, the origins, where does it come from, what are their beliefs, and what are their sacred texts. Just a disclaimer, I am no expert. I do not plan to express myself as an expert. As the title would suggest, I am just an average Joe looking into truth claims. That being said, let's get into it. The origin of Hinduism. In my research, it seems that most scholars believe that Hinduism originated from the Indus River Valley, which is close to Pakistan. It is the world's oldest religion, more than 4,000 years. Evidence that are shown that it is more than 4,000 years old. It came from where there was this group of people called the Indo-Aryan tribe, I think, or people who migrated towards the Indus Valley, and they blended with the indigenous people. Now, whom influenced who more, it is unsure. What concerns the founders of the religion, it is also unsure. There's no historical founders. It seems that it is believed Hinduism to be a fusion of different beliefs. What are their beliefs? They believe in one main god called Brahman, which is ultimately expressed according to their belief in three deities called Brahma, which is the creator, Vishnu, which is the sustainer, and Shiva, which is the destroyer. They have also believe in 33 not main gods, just 33 gods, which are different expressions and paths towards their one ultimate reality, which is Brahman. Concerning this, it depends also which source you look at and which translator you trust. It sometimes is translated as 330 million gods rather than 33 gods. The word that they use there, I think it's koti, and it can also mean either 10 million or not. So I'm not 100% sure if it's 33 gods or 330 million gods. Yeah, so I'm not sure. And then they believe in reincarnation, which is ultimate, to be born again into a new body, either animal or human or spiritually, depending on, like, when you die, you are born again into a new creation, reincarnated. This is all dependent on your past moral qualities of your life that you lived. Then they also believe in karma. karma is to them a spiritual law of effect according to actions. It is, in essence, good effect comes from good past actions, and harmful effect comes from harmful past actions. What concerns their sacred texts, they have the Vedas, which means knowledge. There are four of them. This was known as the heard word, which was passed down orally through generation from generation until ultimately being written down by between 1500 and 500 BCE. The four different Vedas were written in four stages of the Hinduism religion coming together. Yeah, so this is a short summary of the religion of Hinduism that I found. Now, it is much more vast and weighty in culture and understanding than I'm giving credit to. It is too broad and intricate for me to just give a quick understanding. I mean, people spend years and lifetimes studying their religion and developing their practices and meditation in order to have this, what they call not secret, but like spiritual knowledge. So I can't just be like, yeah, okay, I quickly did this and this is what it is. No, like it is, I'm sure there's much more deeper understanding than I'm giving it credit. I'm just doing my best. Now, I would like to express my own personal experience in Hinduism from my perspective. Just Hinduism for me is what started my journey in seeking truth and seeking God and looking into what is real and what is true. So, yeah, I would like to just give my take on it. I was raised religious, for the better part of my logical and self-thinking years, I was an atheist. I was then I then had a experience or a encounter that made me realize that there's more to life than our physical reality. I then got exposed to a spiritual movement called New Age, and in the New Age, it uses a lot of practices and rituals related to Hinduism, such as meditation and yoga and chanting, etc. And I started developing my own. No, I started developing spiritual practices in order to start searching for God and to get closer to God and to understand God, because I was extremely determined to know who God is and what it's like to know Him, seeing as He is real. Now, with New Ageism, what makes Hinduism so attractive for New Agers is that Hinduism is very broad, so it allows for a lot of people to have their own expression and their own path, if you would, to God. And in New Age, that is very attractive because a lot of the New Age thinking, well, I would say most of the New Age thinking is that it is about self-expression. Who am I? What do I think? What do I think is important? What do I think is real? What is my truth? Things like that. And Hinduism allows that, as long as your methods and rituals and things are more or less the same, the end result ultimately is supposed to be the same. There's so many different paths in their understanding and in their belief that they will ultimately get to God. Now, I would like to separate Hinduism and New Age in this way, that Hinduism takes their religion much more serious and they want to know their God very seriously. Like, they do their practices to know God. The ultimate result needs to be to understand God. Where in New Ages, they don't really care if they know God or understand God. It's more like they just want to have a expression of what is their understanding of God and what is their understanding of their life. They don't ultimately practice these things for the end result of knowing God. A lot of the New Age belief is that you are God and you are God in a form of expression. Now, I'm not 100% sure if Hinduism believes that everyone is God. I do know the belief that everything together is God, everything in creation, every material form, the whole universe is God. I do know they believe that, but I'm not 100% sure if Hinduism, as New Age, believes that every single person is an expression of God. It's for New Age, it's like a formula. As long as the formula is a certain way, but the inputs into that formula differs from person to person, but the end result is supposed to be ultimately the same. The more I started giving my whole mind, body, and soul to these practices in order to find God, I came to a deep understanding that we as humans are extremely fallible. And if these practices are done incorrectly, they are very dangerous to one's psyche. The amount of people that I saw losing themselves, breaking their minds, and losing touch with reality was deeply concerning to me. I started asking, if God is real, how can this be what He meant for us? Playing Russian roulette at finding Him, and hopefully being lucky enough to be right and keep your mind intact. I felt that the truth of God and who He is can't be reliant on my capabilities of holding on long enough or holding it together long enough for something to give. Either He shows Himself or I lose my mind. That this just wouldn't do. So I went and I started searching the objective truth in other forms and started looking at other ways of truth claims and trying to find this objective truth of God. Yeah, this is the end of the video. My finding and my perspective and knowledge, my finding and perspective of Hinduism and everything that I believe is related to it. Yeah, I do appreciate you staying till the end. The next video we will be looking into Buddhism and everything concerning around that. Thank you guys. Have a wonderful day.